Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make problems 1 and 3 on the Pick 6 assignment. And this is the one where you have to pick 6 out of any of the 12 shapes and then take a screenshot and submit them. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to start by creating a new part, just like I always do. So I'm going to come up here to this explosion icon. And if you highlight it, it should say new component, new component. And we're going to call this part 1. And so now you have part 1 in the menu here. And so all the sketches that you make, as long as this is selected, we're going to go right underneath this menu option. Okay, so we're going to make a sketch. And like always, I'm not really sure which one's the bottom right away because I'm not building off of anything. So I go to the top and then I isolate this one view. So I'm selecting this plane. So now I know that I'm sketching on the floor. Okay, so I'm going to start by counting how many blocks I need to make here. And let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks by 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Notice how I counted the blocks that aren't there because I'm going to be cutting those out afterwards. So I'm going to make the rectangle tool and start in the middle, and I'm in millimeters right now. I'm going to press the escape key. Let's go over here to my document settings, change it from millimeters to inches. Make sure you're working in inches. And let's try that again. Okay. So I want this to be 4 inches and I want this side here to be 8 inches. Okay. And so now, so we could build this a couple different ways. We can either cut this out after we make the shape, or we can make the shape now and then we can choose to not extrude it. So I can actually show you both ways. If I put that shape in now, I'm just going to draw a quick shape. So it's 4 inches by 2 inches, that cutout section, 4 inches by 2 inches. And I'm going to press the dimension key, D. And let's say there's 1 inch between, there's your 1 inch right there, one block, 1 inch from the side. Okay, so when I go to extrude this, press E for extrude, you can just choose to not select that if you'd like to, and that's a way that you can do it. If I didn't want to do that and I wanted to cut it out after, that's also a perfectly fine way of doing it. And so I'm just going to edit the sketch and delete this like it never happened. So I'm just going to use my trim tool and get rid of these lines here. Delete. Okay. So I'm going to extrude the shape by 2 inches. And so I'm going to now cut that out instead of the other way where I built everything instead of that. Um, Similar process. You're making the shape the same shape. You're making it 2 inches by 4 inches. And just like last time, you're going to use the dimension tool to set it 1 inch from the side. So all that stuff is the same. And now you just extrude, select the shape you want to extrude, and that arrow gets dragged down and you cut it out. So that two different ways of doing the same thing. Both ways are acceptable and fine. And so now I'm going to build this backside. Create a sketch. I want to select the top because I want to build it on top of this piece that I just made, right? So I'm going to select the top face, create my shape, and I'm going to pretend that that angle is not cut out because I'm going to cut that out after the fact. So I'm going to go right up to my line here, make sure that everything lines up and you're not off center because then you're going to have to delete it and make sure you're on center. So there we go, 2 inches by 4 inches. Everything is going from one point to another. And so now I'm going to extrude this shape. So I press E to extrude, and I'm going to bring that up by 3. So up to 3. So notice how they cut this out, right? Now I can't put the line over here, even though I want it to be cut out there, because if you take a look at how you're cutting it, you kind of look at it like it's a cake, right? like someone took a knife and they cut it. They're actually cutting from this direction here, okay? So I'm going to create a sketch from this side, and I'm going to use the line tool. You're going to need to use the line tool before you cut anything out, and I'm going to put it in some weird place just so it's really clear that I'm using the dimension tool. Okay. So as you can see, that's not at all what it looks like over here. So after you put your line, you're not actually going to be dimensioning the line itself. It does not matter how long this line is, and it would be really hard to tell me by looking at this line how long it is. So what you can tell me is how how long it is to the corner, okay? So we're going to be moving this dot over. So to use the dimension tool, we're going to click it 3 times. What we're dimensioning it from, so I'm dimensioning it from the corner. What I'm dimensioning it to, I'm dimensioning it to the corner of the line. And then my third click is I'm just going to be putting this line somewhere, and that's my third click. So I want that to be 2 inches over from the edge. Make that 2 inches, press enter, and you snap that over. Here, let's angle this a little bit so we can see more clearly what we're doing. I want this point right here to be 1 inch from the corner, okay? I could also do 3 inches from the bottom. Either one of those is fine. So click number 1, click number 2 right in my corner, and click number 3 where I'm putting that. I want that to be 1 inch, okay? And just for giggles, let's see how long that is. That's 2.828, a number that you would never be able to get from that. That's why it doesn't matter how long that line is. It's going to change. But these numbers, we do know how long those are, so that's what we did. The next thing we're going to do, press E to extrude, select the shape you want to extrude, and pull it out. Okay, so click the arrow, drag it the opposite direction until it's all the way through, and notice that it says cut here. These little options here can do different things. So cut. Okay, and that's my first shape. All right, so we're done with the first shape. I'm going to go to isometric mode. And so now I want to start working on the second one. So how I'm going to do that is I am going to create a new shape. My menu just disappeared. Okay, so remember what I said last time about making a new part. If I have this part selected and I make a new part, don't do this. Okay, it's going to put my second part inside of my first part, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to go to the top. This where I have literally everything that I'm making, okay? The whole paper. Make a new component while that is selected, and then we'll call this part 2. And now it's its own thing, okay? So now they're separate entities. Now I can hide the first part, and I can just start working on the second part. And again, the hide icon is that little eyeball right there. All right. So we're working on the second part, and you know we're working on the second part because it's selected right there. So you can select the different parts. Select, select. All right, so this is the third problem. Actually, you know what? Just for clarification, I'm going to call this part 3, just so nobody gets confused. So we're going to make a sketch, and I do this all the time. I go to the top, and I just select it. That way there's no mistakes. 2-point rectangle, and let's see how big this has to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 by, looks like it's 4 again. Let's move this over a little bit. Yep, 8 by 4. All right, so we're gonna make a shape 4 inches by 8 inches. Trying to line it up so it's the same way. And that is going to be extruded by 2. Okay, so we're gonna click the shape, we're gonna press E, select the shape we want to bring it up by 2 inches. Okay, and now we're gonna put this back wall in. Okay, and we can do that a couple different ways. I'm going to select the top of the face, and I'm going to start by going all the way to the corner, and I'm going to do this whole block. Okay, and that 8 inches there, that's going to stay there. I'm pressing tab right now so I can edit the other side. Let's see if I can get to it. Oh, it's on the right side of my screen. There we go. Okay, so we're going to make that 1. And so that's an easy one to extrude. And I'm going to build a couple more rectangles since I'm here. I'm going to build a 1 inch by 1 inch square now, because this one is going to be selected with the other one when I go to extrude it, okay? 1 inch by 1 inch square. And that's this guy right here. That one that I want to extrude with this block. And next I'm going to finish that shape, go all the way to the corner, like that. Okay, so now I've got 1, 2, 3 different rectangles. And so my next step is to extrude. And I'll just mention this. You don't have to do this. You could cut this line out so it's one continuous block. You could do that, or you could choose to not do that. So I'll just pretend I didn't do that. Press the letter E for extrude. Select both the shapes that you want to bring up, and we're bringing these up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. And then I can press E again, and notice how there's no shape here. Where did it go? Okay. So if you go to the bottom here onto your timeline, you can see all the things that you've done before. That's how you can go back and edit previous things. So if I want to go back and edit that first sketch, I can click that, finish sketch. If I want to go back to where I had all those boxes, I would select this one. Okay. So I want to now extrude this. So now I can press E and I can go back to that. I want to bring that up by 1 inch. And join just means here that it is not a new part and it's not being cut out either. It's being added to what you already have, which is usually the standard when you're just building on top of something. Press OK, and there's your block. Now there's one last thing we have to do. We have to figure out this circle here. And so it doesn't actually give you dimensions of how big that circle is. So we're just going to give it our best guess. We're going to sketch right on top of the face here. And I'm going to click the center diameter circle. And I'm just going to put that somewhere. I'm going to say it doesn't look like it's quite 1.5. I'm going to call it 1.25. That's probably realistically what it is. I'm not going to take points off if you said that it was 1.5 or something like that, because it's really close and it doesn't say. But now I'm going to press D for dimensioning, and I'm going to put that exactly where I want it. So notice on this picture that it's giving you like a target shape, and that target shape is telling you where the center is. So it's saying that little point is the center, and it's telling you where it is on the blocks. So if I count the blocks over, I've got 1, 2, 2 and 1/2. Notice that it's right in the middle. That's 2.5. And if I go up from this side, I've got 1, 1.5. So it's 2.5 over, 1.5 over. So I'm going to dimension from my wall to the center of my circle. And my third click is just putting that somewhere. And like I said, 2.5, so 2.5. And again, from the middle to the bottom, that's 1.5. Just like that. And the last thing to do is to extrude and to cut that out. So we're going to pull that arrow down, press OK, and we've got our shape. Okay, so now you can go into isometric mode. You can take that screenshot, and you guys are good. So you should be able to use this knowledge to do at least these first 6 shapes. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful to you guys. Good luck. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you in class.